Hi guys, and welcome back to Captains of Industry, where we're going to put the electronics in today. Now, in preparation, just 1 minute, yeah, that copper mine is nearly finished, so we'll be able to move that. What I'm going to do with the crew, I don't know. I do want to get this mine here going, but we don't need it just yet. And we might have to add another copper smelter. It is building up slow. In fact, instead of saying might, will, could, let's add it. Let's do this first, because copper is going to be one of the key components. Leave planning mode on for a minute. I want to copy that, and that should fit right there, I think. I spotted a yeah, that pipe lines up with that. That goes there. That goes in. We've got planning. There we go. And somehow I hit pause. Right, so he can get fed. Get that tariff. Okay. Flatbed belt into there. Yes, I could reverse that one there and feed it directly in there, but it's the way I like it. That pipe's connected. That just needs a little adjustment. And there's another pipe off. There it is. There he is. Alright, so we need to adjust our blueprint. In fact, I'll do it next time. I could do with a copy of that in blueprints. Right, let's get him all built first. We'll use Unity, and then we can move on. I do want to take... Oh yeah, he's near enough there. That out in a minute. Let's just get this sorted out. Right, we want belt there, belt there. That wants to come out there, feed into there, get that belt. And of course I've got planning mode on, haven't I? Get them two built. That's all going through. Yeah, he's getting everything. Recipes should be all set. Yeah, because we've only just copied over. That is all running. That can come out. That should really have an upgrade, I think. We'll let the... yeah, he definitely needs an upgrade. Let's just make sure he all runs. Speed up a little bit. Yeah, he's running. They're running. They're running. Just make sure everything works. A number of times I put stuff in and I'm not the only one, and there's been a connection somewhere missing. Yeah, it looks like, well, they're all running in, just now we need to see them all run out. Yeah, there they go. There's one lot. Right, and that should start increasing that. While I've seen it, because we're going to be using parts, and while we're over here, we will yes, I know I said over there and I've moved over here. Start that going, start him working. We will remove all the products off that belt. We'll let him run that out, save moving it, and then we'll get rid of this belt because we've got a pipe taking the there we go, because we did connect him. Disconnect him. Can I get that end piece? Right, and I think I will stop this one for a while. Let that build up. Right, that's that done. Now I have put the water in here. I put thermal desalinators. They're giving us fresh water and brine. The brine's being fed through these into there. Of course, we don't need that right at the minute. We will in a second. They're fetching water in. They're disabled. I've left them there just for now. We are going to send the ship out. I don't know why I cannot get that emptied. You're going to be scrap iron. Chlorine I hope we'll get. Right, ship, we will try and remember to send him out. We've got that one there, we've got to get through that pirate there. Ooh, it's a bit... Ah, there's one there we hadn't done. We'll go and do that. Our score's 480, by the way. Right. This is what we make. No, that's electronics 3. We're doing electronics 2. Oh yeah, it's got some in there. Non-electronics 3 though. Right. Let's slow this down to 2 speed. I've had trouble with this boiler here, so I've got the coal one switched on at the minute. Sometimes he's not always getting his fuel. Same with this pipe. I might have to look at it. I know there's none there at the minute, and I've had to put a separate pipe in for this one here. He wasn't getting his product, which he is now. So I've just put that pipe in there. Feeding, perhaps that's not working as it should. Because they're all cross-fed into each other. That seems to be working. there was one or two of these pipes pointing the wrong way. As soon as I did that, it worked, and I took a little bit of the ground out. You can see how high it was to get that end one working. So that's all working. Right, back to what we're supposed to be doing. Electronics. We've got to set up what we need. Just got to position them, of course. Got the storage, 2 of them, 4 of them, 2 of them, and I've split these. That does 12. So that gives us 2 of them. I need 2 of them for electronics 3. I've been thinking ahead slightly, and we'll probably need more later, but to get us going, see, electronics 3, we need 6. Six of them, so 2 of them will keep 2 electronics and a little bit spare. Right, let's get building. Right, this can go in, that and that. They're all set up. They can be I think the ship just reported back. Built. Nothing there. Right, Mr. Ship. That is JD Plays. He's got me saying Mr. Shippy Shippy. Right. Go and have a go. How can I get my ship when he's in transit? I want him to go. Okay, we'll let him come back. Try that again a minute, because my screen seems to be. No, it looks like he's. We'll let him come home. 4:30, we could do that one. Limestone, yeah. Okay. What's the score of that one? I think I might take this one on. And we've also got all these to get repaired, which we don't need yet, and I'm not ready for the ships yet, so we'll leave them there. Right. Pipe for this. Get rid of all them. Shipping battle. Location explode. Message it. Ooh. Yeah. Right. Well, the easiest way to do that is take an output from this. Yeah, we'll do a separate output. Straight up. And if we follow, that's not very good there. Yeah, we'll follow this. Oil pipe. We'll get right. No, he won't go right next to him. And I'm trying to line up the pillars. Best I can. Now that's going to be a bit awkward there. Oh, we've got a chlorine tank there to empty. Don't want you to connect. Where are we? Bit boring, I know. Yeah, it looks better when they do line up. I've gone out of sequence there. I thought he connected then. Right, let's see where he's gonna get a bit jumbled. We're gonna have a lot of work to do round here. We're heading there. So let's stick to the outside and then we know where we're going. This is water, isn't it? Oh. Gonna feed you into that one. Get that built straight away. For a minute I thought I was doing chlorine. This one. Right, same again, up to height 5. Okay, I just realised at the last minute what I'd done. Try and get these legs. Trying is the word. And then it will yeah, go round another way. We'll let it go round. I don't know why all them trucks are there. I'll have to sort that out in a minute. Don't connect. That is because I took my eye. Quick remove that. Unity removed. There we go. Try again. And of course I've got to remember now that this pipe's in 2 stages. Back in a minute guys, the game's crashed again. Okay guys, back with you. I don't know if it's not the game that's crashing, it's my system. And a major BIOS disaster. I had to reinstall that. And I've put a few new drivers in and a Windows update. And I've had 1 or 2 games crashing every now and then. So I've got something unstable in my system somewhere. And that went in wrong. I did install all the drivers again last night. There was a new one came out just after the one I took. So we'll just see how it goes. I have known the Windows update to cause problems. We've now got to shoot through. So we're going to just shoot right through there. We'll make them prettier later. you're going into there. You can be built. I'm happy with that now. You're built. You... If we... Make it priority 5. Same on this one. That reminds me, I want to just check. We're still busy. We're going to need housing. I think I'll just upgrade one of these for now. Right, did the ship get back? Yeah, so we said we were going to have a go at this one. 470. And our score is... And of course he'll have gone by now. 480, I know what there it is. You could do it off the ship designer, can't you? 480. So we might get a bit of damage. Right, that's them built. Next we want... I have done extra from what we need of these. And I put a big storage box so we've got a good supply. So you want coal. We'll feed you directly in and we'll come out. And you in there, you want clean, we'll take it off that one. We'll leave him at height 1. Right, that's all you need to get made. And you'll give us wastewater, which is stored way down here. And that's the in pipe there. So that should... Yeah, that's 200. So 18, 36, 72, 76, 80. Right. Take him up. Try that again, it didn't work. It did work, it's just my gameplay. And connect that one before I forget. Right, then we'll take you. Okay, we're going to take that pillar out. Because when we connect that, it puts a pylon in. Alright, that's the pipe we're heading for there. So let's write down. Down there. And then into there, and we good. Then we can get access to that, and that looks like another oil rig, but we can't do that. We can do that town though. I'm trying to remember to do. Right, you can get built. Do him before I forget, because he's tucked away. Now we want. That feeding in there, so that lot can be built. And we better check our recipes. Yeah, that's the only one we can do. Right, so after the graphite, the next stage we need coal again and the graphite. Right, so if we move yeah, we'll do a straight run down here. First time building this, so that's my excuse. Put you there. Do you know what? I could have just hold the shift key. Do you know what? I think I'm going to need just a little bit more. Graphite can go level 1. And yes, I do realise I could run it straight from here into there. Why? Oh, there he is. That's the graphite. We want coal. You're going to be level 1. I want snapping off. No, I want snapping on. I don't know why it's giving me. That's better. Yeah, I could have hit the R key. You're going in there. You're going in there. And then the sand, which will be level 3. Level 2, sorry. Depending how it counts. And snapping back on, you're gonna run into. That's not gone in right. You should. Okay, he wants to put a little twist on. I am not going to argue at this stage, just till I get. Right, this YouTube built. Right, recipe, so that is all that fed in. We're going to get molten out. Let's do the exhaust first. And then we're going to get. Okay, exhaust. I'll fetch him out a couple, just till I get the hang of it. You can feed hopefully that pipe will take it. Now we need to check our research in a minute. I want to get... There's the exhaust. Now the waste... better... I'd have been better swapping them round. Never mind. These... I'm thinking of my waste coming out of here. I don't like that last one. I want... it'd be helpful if it went into that one, wouldn't it? And then I want... I really want you as high as I can get you. And I'm hoping this one will... drop him down one. He's gonna be... He's gonna have to go there for now. That is not... And if I'm right... yeah, that is my slag output there. Yeah, not the best layout. Right, now we want the hydrogen in. Let's do that one. Okay, I'm going to run the pipe to there a minute. And you've got to go on that pipe. I think that pipe has gone one lower than it should have done. Yeah, I can do better than that, but I'm not going to mess about. It will be rebuilt now. Hydrogen is way back. Here. Let's run down the side of the brine pipe. I'm going to fetch him in there because we'll be mining that out, so that pipe's going to have to be moved. Probably is a better route I could take. Yes, there is actually. A lot better route. Go to there. Follow that pipe along. And hook. Keep your height. And then hook into that one. That is the pipe we want. Are we happy with that lot? That is... We don't need that mixer. So they can go. They can go. They can be being built. Not copy settings. Pause. You lot can be being built. Right, so we've done the mixer, which gives us the molten, and we've done the waste, so now we want naphtha and chlorine. Well, what are we doing? No, that gives... We're a stage missing. We get the molten. We've missed something. Okay, we're doing electronics. Okay, we've done... We are producing molten silicon. We're going to make silicon, aren't we? Silicon poly. Yeah. We want a silicon reactor. That's what we just put in. Yeah, it's me. Sorry, guys. It's me getting confused. We've got silicon poly coming out, which makes sense for one of these. Yeah, there we need the silicon poly right at the last stage. So we now... that gives us plastic. We need the plastic, copper and glass. Now... Oh, they're working. I don't want them working for a minute because I'm not ready for it. Let me just think this out. They're based down here, so that's going to give us plastic. And with glass, plastic, copper. Copper's on the other side. what I'm thinking, do I set the rest of this production line up here, or do I move it where we're here? But I have got electronics on a line. Here, coming into here. Well, these two are going to be here anyway. And you want... Excuse me 1 second again. Okay, we try again. Another little game crash. Right, we were just debating about... These are going to be put over here. And there's my... And what else you want? Chlorine. Chlorine's there. You're there. So let's put 2 of these. And we want exhaust gas we could feed into this pipe here. And as, like I said, we'll do pretty later. I'll put them here. I can actually fit them in there. And that... Why haven't we connected on here? I thought I'd connected that up. That is because of that game crash, which it's not the actual game, it's my system. I don't know what's gone wrong with it since that crash. And he's fed into there. So it just needs that building. We're going to build these 2 here. And we're going to do all the outputs to boxes. And then we'll ship them over to here somehow. Right, so we want... Yeah, the game is running. I'm just wondering why that stopped. Might not need the acid. He's still pumping that one out, that's why. Right, so... Chlorine. Okay, it's a bit... Wrong way round that. We're going to go up 1. Up 2 to get over that pipe. Fetch you to there. And you're going to feed into there. You're going to feed into there. We've got the exhaust gas. Tease gas into... Yeah, exhaust. We'll feed them into this pipe here. Up to level 5. You can go into there. Do the same on that one. He could actually be fed straight into that one. And then we need... We've done you, you're the chlorine, we want this now. If we come down there, Yes, I'm making a mess of all the connections. Keep them high until we can figure everything out what we're doing. You're gonna go right down the side of that one to there, and you're gonna feed into that one, and you are gonna feed into that one. Alright, let's get them done. That was the wrong button. It was horse tooler one. Okay, well, right, then we want the storage boxes. We need one for I'm clicking on the wrong one. Silicon poly and plastic. So 2 storage boxes. I'll use the big ones. Get it the right way round. You can feed into that. You can feed into that. And I've done it again. You know, if I position... Oh, you little... Don't ask me why, I'm always taking the red as the input. Hopefully if it wasn't on pause. Do you know what? I'm going to get them made with Unity. Right, you're going to be... Polly? No, you are going to be... Yeah, Polly. And you were making plastic. I know we will need plastic later on for other things. Let's get that made. And let's check everything's working here. Why are you not getting any inputs? Could... Oh, we got that battle to look at our ship, haven't we? I forgot where we're up to. Okay, let's get you made. Well, he is back. He's fully repaired. He can't unload for some reason. Where was you on the map though? You had cleared the way to there for me. So go and explore that one. Yes, now we're getting chlorine through. I did see it move. You're waiting for chlorine, which will take a minute for it to kick in. Which is way down here. Yeah, he is outputting. It might just be waiting for it to kick in, like I said. And you don't need that on. You're all working. Yeah, you're switched off because I'm not using you. You're all working. You should be storing water, which is now filled them up. And we should get the chlorine through in a minute. Right, we'll come back to him in a second. And well, before we start, how's my... he's building up. Right, we've done them. So they can go. Next stage, we want glass, plastic, copper. That'll give us a PCB. And then it's PCB, electronics. Cement, clothing. Well, we don't really need any equipment, and he's opened up a big one there. Okay, let's get this finished. So the next stage is glass and copper. Right, we've got glass here. We've no copper now. How am I going to set this up? I'm getting too spread out for my liking, to be honest with you. You've got glass there, glass there. Why have I got glass there not hooked up into anything? Why is he storing just glass? Because you oh no, he's feeding that into there, right. So let's do a small... We'll set him up here and we'll sort out how we're doing everything after. No, can't go there. Okay, we'll set him up here. Yeah, I might pipe the glass down later on. Let's just set him up. We're doing one of these. Alright, we want 2 of you, so you're going to have to go about there. Glass, plastic, copper. Glass. Plastic. I'll get the right ones in a minute. Copper, copper, copper. And No, hang on. I'm gonna scrap that a minute. I'm gonna copy this. No, I'm not gonna copy that one. I'm gonna copy this one here a minute. Alright, he's going. Like I said, we're back in a minute. Okay, back with you guys. I'm gonna have to sort this computer out. Right, we were gonna copy this one. I was gonna do that one, but I seen the space in there. I'm gonna copy that one. And we're gonna go till we can figure out what we're doing. I'm gonna go here. Yeah, we'll go here with it. We're getting spread out a little bit too much for my. Yeah, I'm getting spread out too much. That box. Can be moved. And that means his input. We don't need that one for now. Well, cancel that one. Transport. Okay, he's gone there. It's not ideal, but right, we wanted. Right, they're coming out. Don't want them. Don't want that. We're gonna slot in one of these. Hopefully it will fit. Right, and we want glass, plastic, copper. There's the glass. That's going to be the copper. And that's going to be the plastic. I don't want the output there. I want the output. Oh, I wonder what he was doing. He's putting the flooring in. I've seen these tiles going and I thought, what the hell's gone wrong now? We'll leave that one blank. You don't look like you've connected. We'll just redo you. I'm not happy with that. But it's working for now. And you have not connected, but I don't need you connecting. I need the one. And then you're going out. The output We don't want that. I'll just no. We are making PCBs. Right, let's get a large storage unit. And he's going to feed directly into, put him there. We don't need that. And again. Right, we try again, guys. I will look at this computer later. You are going to store PCBs. And we're leaving that one there in case we come to hook him up later. That one's flipping. That one's flipping. And we want a conveyor. Into there. And he's saying he's not connected. Okay. We'll do him quick. I want you to connect. Straight into there, like that. Right, that gives us the PCBs. I think I'm happy with that for now. So that can be built. Game can be going. Then we want the PCBs. Last stage. We've done them. 4 of these. We want PCBs, electronics, and poly. Alright, there's our PCBs, poly, and what was the other one? Storage. I might PCBs. Let's just get one of them over here a minute. PCBs, electronics, and poly. Right, PCBs here. Electronics we've got here. So we could pipe them in. So we only need 1 storage box for poly. And we'll put him there. He's gonna be poly. You're gonna come over here now. Cut. We'll feed you round. We're gonna feed electronics in. We need. There's 2. We'll put him there. We should be okay. Because we need 4 of these. And then we're going to output electronics 2 into there. So that's the easy bit to connect. Says he, hopefully. Right, you're gonna go level 1. And I want 6 tiles back. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. You can go there, give me. Right, you're in there, you're connected up. Like that. I've seen that bush there, right. Polly, you're level 1 and I want snapping off. I want you right on top of there. You have to go 1 extra. And you should fit into there. I've got something that's not connected, so okay, I'll do that connection in a minute. You should not. Yeah, it was me pressing the wrong. Do that again. No, no, I've done it wrong again. Down 1. Down 1. Alright, it's just that first connection, which... Yeah, I can see the 2 mistakes I've made here. Alright, we'll soon redo them connectors. So you're the... That one. Into there. Up 1. There. Down 1. Into there. Then we just got the electronics, which I am glad now I upped my copper production. Flat conveyor. And I want you to get as high as I can for this. Okay. Try that again. Down 1. Connect into there. Come out to there. Then you're going to go maximum height. We are aiming for there. There. And then down to 2. And 1 extra. You'll go in there. And he should go into there. Oops. I don't think he's connected. One height 2. I've got this messed up, haven't I? Let's do it that way. 1, 2. And you should connect into that one. Yeah, got him. 1, 2, connect. Down 2, connect. Just so I get all this right. Up 2, connect. Right, and we'll get all that built. Yeah, that copper, we're going to have to watch our electronics making. How's that? Oh, he's getting down on it. And you know what I've never done? No, we have. We've never connected that last bit there. I'm gonna redo that belt. Okay. Right, we're just waiting for everything to be... We've got the glass coming in. We've no poly, so if we... And while he's doing that, we'll go and have a look at our ship. He's still got too much cargo on. We'll send him out next episode. I just want to get this running. Reloading. Yeah, and then it's just the copper, which I was thinking... Which is why I moved him here. Let's use that one. So much for my thinking and my gameplay. It's been a bad... Right, try that again. I want you up to... Oh, we got a shadow one there. That's what's causing it. Right, try that again. Conveyor, come out. I want you up to 5. And this time, I will get through there before I click. Right, and you're gonna come down. And I've just spotted these little things on the end. Get them removed. They might be stopping our production coming in. Right, you. Into there. Get all you made. I guess it's the copper straight in. Yeah, I'm glad I upped that now at the beginning. And quick check. He's okay. No, he's not. We're gonna have to watch our copper in a minute. Right, we are concentrating on this. Right, it's just this plastic. Now we've got a couple of here wanting glass. I might pipe the... Don't need them. I might pipe the glass down. Why is he... Oh no, he's just... The timing. Yeah, got plenty of glass storage there. For now, until I sort proper. And I'm going to let him take whatever route he wants. I want him over here to here. And then I want him round into that one. In fact, he needs to come further down. Come over here. Cool. Right, then we want... I've made a right mess of this lot, I don't mind telling you. You come out to there. And I want you to feed into there. Get you made. Good job, we got plenty of them parts. Get you made. Right, I want you. From there, I'm going to put him to there, then I'm going to drop him down. And I'm going to... wrong way. We've done him different. Which is why we didn't choose him before, if I remember right. And then I just want the last one. Down into there. I know it's not the prettiest, and I keep saying it, pretty comes later. Alright, everything is poly. Is that all we're waiting for on there? electronics, which we are getting fed in. If we connected... Oh dear, oh dear. I'm going home. I'm taking my toys with me. I want you to connect. Try again. Connect to there. Come up. Connect there, come out one. Go up now. Connect into there. It's gonna put a hell of a strain on our electronics output. Luckily we've got room to add to it. Maybe have to adjust that pipe. And we're still not... Ah, still... Let's do it the other way. Why don't I just take straight from there? Up to 5. Connect them in there and be done with it. Right, now we're getting electronics. We're just waiting now for... Okay, we've got... Poly. And there's our poly box. We can get... Okay, okay. Can get to that. Yes, they can. You need connecting. It's a big run, that one. Did I set the priority? Yeah, I'm going to set you to high for a minute to get some stuff in. I might... It all needs a rethink, this. It all needs a rethink. We might not be getting any poly because we've no poly here. Unless they're transferring what we've got now. I'm not planning mode off for a minute. Plastics are coming through. Hydrogen is the problem. And that is ammonia we're down to. Hydrogen is here. They are working. We are getting more ammonia, but we could do some more. What are you? You're the sour water. You should be going full pelt. Sour water we get in from... And they're only giving us 8. You're building up nice, so I don't really want to increase your output. Do you know what we've not done? We're not connected to hydrogen. That was all these breaks we've been getting. We were tied into the hydrogen pipe there. It's a mess. I want him to tie. Let's put snapping back on, he might. That explains why we weren't getting any through. I remember we did put that in. It's because of these crashes I've been getting. Right, we've just got to wait for that. I want to see which that pipe. Okay. Not the ideal place I'd have liked it. And this is all going to have to be redone. Right, now we're just waiting for the hydrogen. Everything else seems to be running. I am going to do one thing though. I'm just going to turn that off. Which should clear up this lot here for this sulphur. That's piling up a bit. Right, are you producing yet, or are we waiting for hydrogen? We're waiting for hydrogen. Back with you in a minute, guys. Let me just get this hydrogen through to here. Back in a minute. Okay, I've got them running, guys. I've turned these off to stop them using the hydrogen. This one, I might make it change the naphtha into fuel gas and hydrogen. Yeah, they're converting that. Let me just check their recipes a minute. Yeah, they're going to make naphtha first. Fuel gas, heavy oil into naphtha, then naphtha into hydrogen, diesel, and... no. Fuel gas and hydrogen, which fuel gas we can burn up. I think we'll make that the next project. Getting that sorted out. This is working here, which is what I wanted. We've got 54. We just need it over here. It is on high importance. And I will think about belting this from these two. Hang on, let me do it now. 1 minute. I'm back with you. Okay guys, I put a conveyor belt in. Saves messing about. Let's get the game going. So they're being conveyed in as and when they make it, which I'm going to have to look at the hydrogen, which I think we'll do next episode. I'll try and get my computer fixed by then. I can find out what's the problem with it. And we are going to get... and we are going to get some electronics in a minute. Yeah, these two are waiting for products, but come on. Yes, we've got, and we've got 24 already, which that means in our research tree we can now activate that and that. Why are you all locked? No, you're not locked. Do you know what? Power generation. I think I'd rather have that. You're 5, you're 6, you'll be 7. Then we'll do these. And we'll let it finish all this other bits, what it's doing. And we'll put luxury goods, gold smelting. I don't want to start... ice. Let's reset them all. That's the one I wanted. I'm just going to let them... we'll come back to that later. At least we've got it researching. I will see you all on the next episode. Like I said, I try and get the computer fixed. Very messy. I don't like my setup with all these belts and everything. But at least we got the manufacturing bit here. That with the next one will be extending out there, which will be the next part. I'm glad I did that copper now. Yeah, look at the way it's going. It's not even building up in here. At least that pipe's built up with electronics. We need that box building up. Maintenance box is pretty good. I will see you on the next episode. Thanks for watching. Oh, I nearly choked then. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one where we're going to have to tackle this hydrogen production. We need more hydrogen, which will be that cracking unit which I've set up there to sort out. That'll give us 8 hydrogen. Question, I might move that to here. In fact, we'll do that now. For some reason it won't let me. Maybe because we started. Okay, well, pencil them in there. We'll swap them around when we build it. We'll probably forget to do that, and we'll work on that to get more hydrogen. So we need more ammonia because these are shut off and I want these running. I don't need the electronics to right this minute, but no doubt we soon will be. I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.